Yo! Okay, so last time we started putting the floors in, putting the walls in, and actually moving over some resources. And then we ran some boss rush dungeons. And of course, with the boss rush update, we also received canvas pieces. So now, despite all of this, I actually need to take all of these walls down and replace them with canvas walls. So I've said a few times that I actually think the boss rush dungeon update was a really good success. Now, granted, it hasn't dropped on Xbox yet, which is a little bit annoying, and I really hope we get some more information on that soon because they're saying it's meant to drop in June, but when in June? But I do think overall the update was a success. The boss rush dungeon itself is actually super fun, but the building pieces we got they're actually really good. So I am going to go around and replace all of these current walls with these canvas walls. I'm not going to do the floors as of yet. I might do some floors, but not the ones under my chests, as that's going to take a lot more planning. So for now, we're just going to continue replacing everything here. Let's get this base built up a little bit, get a little bit more actual detail put to the place. We can actually then start running boss rush and collecting some new enchants that I want for my magic build. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, there's a lot of white. Okay, we're gonna need some paint and we're gonna have to sort this out. But first, let's get a roof on it to make it look a little bit nicer. So I think for the roof, I'm gonna use glass slopes just because they look really clean, and then I'm able to actually let some sunlight through as well. So I'm just gonna go around and literally put an entire strip down and just see how it looks. Okay, I actually think that looks quite sick. And then we use canvas floors to put the roof in as well, and then maybe use the square glass ones for like skylights. I think that would look really cool. And we just put some of these in like this, and I think that will help keep some of the sunlight in because the lights on this game aren't exactly good. Yo, that actually looks super clean. I like this. Okay, so now to do the same with the other ones. Let's go. This might look a little bit much, but we have so many resources. This storage is just huge. And at least we can now move absolutely everything here and actually get rid of those other storages completely. No shot, I just ran out of canvas floors. All right, back to the canvas farm. Okay, that should definitely be enough to finish at least all of these roofs here. As I mentioned, there is a few changes I actually need to make to my magic build, including a couple of scroll changes, but there's also some changes that have nothing to do with scrolls, so that's going to be interesting. So we'll probably focus on boss rush next, and I know a lot of you have been asking me to actually go through my magic build, and I've been trying to figure out a way to do it, but without just going through and reading off all of my enchants, it's kind of hard to make a guide based on it. So I'm working on it. The structure is the hardest part. Once I've got that figured out, I will absolutely go through my mage build and some of the other builds that my amazing community come up with. But if you are looking for enchant help, then I absolutely recommend joining the Discord. The links are in the description, but there are some people in there that will help you with enchants so much better than I can. But I am doing my best to also convey that information across to you guys. Okay, so I think we're about done here. I'm now going to head back to my other base because I don't actually have any workbenches or anything here. And let's go and craft some paint. Okay, so it's actually in a blacksmith. Here we go here. So what do we want? I want a light gray. So for that, we just need iron and charcoal. Nice and easy. And I, of course, want some green, which we need iron ingots and blue stone ore and yellow stone ore. Now, if you've seen the last episode, you'll know that I actually offered all of my resources away. What I couldn't offer to my picture book, I removed completely. So I think this is a good opportunity to look into my fully automated mine. Now, I do actually already have one, but we're not going to use this one because this was purely experimental. And it was also set up with double sorters in mind, so it currently doesn't actually fully function. It only sorts from one side. I want it sorting from both. And this will be the perfect place to get some of that yellow and blue stone. And we can also set up a furnace here for the iron ingots as well. This is purely a prototype, but it works absolutely amazing. And I think it's time, now that we've got the double sorters, to actually revisit this concept, as this could be the perfect way to refill those chests. But the resources are fast and it's fully automated, and that's exactly what we need. So if we actually do this with double sorters, which was the plan, we can actually have it fall onto these chests as well, which would give us a center bridge for storage. It's a complete maze of resources, but I think this is what we should focus on very soon. However, I do also know that once you craft the paint cans, they last forever. You can just keep repairing them. So for now, let's just grab a few, but we will definitely come back and set this mine line up, and I'll show you guys how I set it up as well. It's extremely useful. I just wish I got around to finishing it, so let's make that happen. Okay, we got a good stack of each. Now, I do actually get quite a lot of questions asking how I fly around all the time, how I'm just floating about like this. Well, that is actually all thanks to the jetpack. Now, I do actually have my jetpack hidden, but as you can see, you can toggle it like so, but I have a jetpack on. So as long as you've got jet fuel, it requires no stamina and you can just fly around. But I like to keep it hidden because I think it just looks a bit cooler. Okay, so we've got enough of the gemstones. I don't want to break too many. As I said, we'll probably use this mine for our automation. And as I said, we can just repair the spray cans anyway, so we don't need a bunch. And we're going to do the same with our iron as well. So let's just go back, make a couple spray cans. We look into the farms at a later date. Okay, so let's make the iron we need. Do actually need to move all of my workbenches and stuff over to my other base, and I haven't actually thought about where they're even gonna go. That could be a problem. All right, now we only needed one for the spray cans, so let's go see. Oh, we can't get gray. We need charcoal. All right, so let's just very quickly get some logs and a little bit of straw. And we will craft a two-handed torch. Now, granted, this is a lot faster with an automatic farm, but it will do the trick for right now. But we will build a farm for this if you guys want it. Just let me know in the comments below. So, not that I condone forest fires, but it does the trick. So now we'll just run around and collect all of that charcoal up. It's way faster than putting it in a campfire or anything like that. But a farm is still faster, and you can have it so the trees never die, being healed by monos, of course. But it is a little bit unnecessary when you very rarely actually need charcoal. Okay, so we should be good to make all the colors that we want now. Yes, okay, so let's get a white so we can reset anything that we don't want that specific color. I then want a light gray, and I'll take a green as well. We'll take two greens because I'm not sure which is the nicest green, but to be honest, I'm probably going to make all of the colors anyway just to get super creative with stuff. And the resources are so cheap. And as you can see, they class as a tool, which means it has a durability, similar to the retrieving rod. So as the durability goes down, you just repair it. So once you've made one, it lasts forever. I've got a few more bits on me, so I'm actually going to make a black as well. And I think that's probably good for now, so let's go back to the new base. So obviously this is super bright, and I don't want it to stay like this. So I'm actually going to go down and just start with a light gray, see how it looks, and kind of make adjustments as I go. I have no idea for a color scheme right now, but there is a very good range of colors, so I'm probably going to just mess around with some different stuff, see what looks good, see what looks too much. The white doesn't actually look too bad though, but it's probably a bit bright, so I'm just going to knock it down to this gray and then go from there. But as you can see, the durability is starting to come down on the light gray, so I can just hit repair from here, or of course I could put it into a repair bench. So honestly, that's why I'm super impressed with this update. This just adds a whole new level, so if I want to, obviously I won't keep this, but let's go ahead and put the green on. Like, look how cool this is. That green is actually super nice, but just the level of customization now is going to be so much better, and I can't wait to see what some people from the community can come up with. Which reminds me, we need a new base tour, so if you have a cool base that you want me to come and check out and make a video on, let me know. Reach out to me in Discord or however you can. Okay, so the gray isn't too bad. It's not as bright, but it's still a little bit boring looking. We definitely need to get some customization in here, but overall, I'm actually super happy with this place. Look at it. It's like a mega factory. Yes! This is actually exactly what I wanted, to just store everything. So throughout this series, each episode, which I'm going to get as close to daily as possible, I will be checking out and answering your guys' comments in the videos as well. So anything you want to know, just comment down below. I will answer them in the comments, but it may also feature in the video as well. So shout out to Reflex, who asks, how do you do so much damage? I have the same spells and buffs, but I don't do that much. Could you make a video showing your armor and weapons and how you would use them in battle? I saw your video about your spells, but I couldn't find one about weapons, food, and armor. But other than that, I love this type of video and I would love to see more like this. Well, thank you, Reflex. I'm glad you enjoyed the first episode. But to answer your question, regardless of your spells and your buffs, enchants are most important. Now, as I mentioned a bit earlier, I am working on a guide on how to show you guys how to make these armor sets. but the guides are super hard to make. But as you can see, I am stacked with enchants, and there's still room for improvement here. As I mentioned, in the next episode, we will probably go through and make those improvements. But enchantments make such a world of difference. So please do bear with me as I do work out this structure. But again, if you need any help with enchantments, the link for the Discord is down in the description below. There's amazing help in there with everything in Craftopia, especially enchants, including a whole dedicated section just to the builds that the community comes up with. But I hope you enjoyed this episode of working on my base. If you did, please do drop a like and subscribe. Comment down below with any help that you may need in the game. Remember, the Discord's in the description, but most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace!